Hey there guys, Jimmy from Glassy Gaming here bringing you a new video. This is a video, a couple people wanted me to talk about something and I figured it's time to talk about it. Basically, if you haven't been in the know for a little bit, which doesn't really surprise me, a lot of people have not really been keeping up with TF2 news lately. Basically, Valve has released a beta format of a maps workshop. What this means is people can submit their maps into the workshop for review, and Valve can possibly add them to the game as actual maps, just like how we have the item workshop and the merch workshop and all the other various workshops that Valve has put together. I believe there's also one for CSGO. If there's not, there probably will be one, you know, eventually, because why not? But you know, most people want to know my opinion on this, and short answer, I like it. It's a good thing. It's definitely a good thing to have the map makers in our community, you know, given some spotlight. You know, they can be seen and they can have their shit on display and people can play it and go, yeah, this is a fun map, and then they'll like it and Valve will go, wow, this map has a lot of likes, we should put it in our game. But there's some downsides, and we'll get into that right now. Now, I made a topic video a while back talking about my thoughts on the workshop in general, overall. And basically, I'm just going to mirror what I said in that, only about the maps. As this, you know, saying goes, people will steal this shit. People will take other people's maps, re-upload them, and try to, you know, make it seem like they did something that they didn't do. And since a lot of custom maps already exist, people will more than likely be stealing maps that aren't even in the workshop yet, and simply uploading it saying it's theirs. Now, while for the most part this won't work, and these people will get caught and probably banned off the community or whatever Valve has intended to do with this, it's still going to cause some problems. I know that much. It's going to cause a lot of unnecessary drama and headache for a lot of very talented map makers, and it's going to put a lot of negative spotlight on the workshop as a whole. Another thing is, it kind of encourages Valve to kind of automate things and just let the community work for itself, which, I mean, to be honest, at this point, they pretty much already have done this with TF2. They've kind of given up on TF2 with their own content. I mean, they still work on some shit sometimes, but like, just about everything they've done recently has been community-made shit, you know? And granted, it's good shit, you know, the community makes some really amazing things, but at some point you gotta go, hey, we haven't released our own update in a while now for a game that we are supposed to be continually supporting. Why? Why are we, you know, relying so much on having other people do our work for us? Now, I do believe that the people that are making shit and putting it into the workshop should have all the spotlight possible. I do also believe that Valve should step the fuck up and do some shit themselves, because I can guarantee they have some ideas in their stupid little heads that they haven't really rolled out yet, and they should probably get to it, because why else, you know, would you have this game that can still be updated existing? You know, there's no reason to not constantly update your game if you can. I understand you guys like to work on CSGO and Dota 2. Those are really big money-making games, but so is TF2, and we're important too, okay? Let's not forget that. Let's not forget about us, because we're just as important as the CSGO community, as the Dota community, and you need to start busting your ass because you're losing people. People are jumping ship. Now, the map workshop is awesome. It really is. It's going to bring a lot of spotlight to good map creators. But again, we need to see Valve do some shit on their own. I'm okay with, you know, user-created content updates. That's fine. We've been cool with that for a long time. If they would just make them a little bit more frequent and maybe throw in a couple of their own updates, that would be great. That would be fantastic. That's all they have to do. But for some reason, they've been really fucking slow motion with anything involving TF2. Like, let's check the last, you know, big update for TF2. Was, pretty much absolutely fucking nothing. Like, way back in April, March, you know. Like, the last update that, like, really changed things was in April, and the last big update was, like, early March. That's kind of sad, you know. We haven't really seen a lot of love from the TF2 team at Valve, if there even is a TF2 team anymore. I think it's all just one big fucking conglomerate, which doesn't really make things work too well, as I'm sure anyone in a business would fucking tell you. But regardless, that's how Valve tends to run things more than likely, so I can't really bitch about it. It's their company, they're gonna do what they want. I just really wish that they would start showing some love to the OG community. We have been here for so long. Show us some love. Give us some cool shit to play with. Because honestly, killing people this way over and over and over again, it gets boring. It just does. And we're gonna decide to move on to other games. And with Overwatch coming out pretty soon, you really gotta hustle. You really got to. Because a lot of, you know, major TF2 players that don't really want to move to CSGO or Dota are thinking about Overwatch, and for good reason. While Overwatch probably isn't going to be just like TF2, and it isn't the TF2 clone that everyone, you know, is expecting it to be, it's still going to be a pretty good game, more than likely. I can't tell because I have not tried it yet. You know, I have no experience with Overwatch yet, but more than likely, based on Blizzard's track record, it's going to be a pretty fucking good game, and we're probably going to see a pretty decent amount of the player base moving over to that shit to at least try it. Maybe not to completely move on over, but they're probably going to want to check it out, you know, dip their feet in that cool Blizzard water and see if that's a good game for them to move over to. Because TF2 is really, you know, it's getting dated. There's nothing new coming out. Nothing. And we need Valve to really step it up and bring some shit to us, because I don't know how much longer we'll be able to hold out. I really don't. But overall, Map Workshop is a pretty cool thing, and I'm glad they added it. Overall, it's a good thing. I really hope it doesn't encourage Valve's laziness to kick in, but you never know. I mean, Valve is a good company for the most part. Hopefully they don't fuck it up like they've fucked up several other things in the past, which they've fixed relatively quickly, so they're smart about it. But anyways, let me know what you guys think about the workshop, what you guys think about Valve's work ethic, whatever you want to talk about, let me know in the comments below. I love you guys a lot. Hope you all have a wonderful day and or night. GG. Peace the fuck out.